Yeah, I just want to go and do stuff.
He just wants to go off and explore, and I just want to take my time and look around and video and photograph and everything.
We've been in this pit for 40 minutes.
We haven't.
Yeah.
We have not. Blake's running ahead because he just can't bloody wait. He's got no chill, this boy. Where are we going to next, Blake?
The Lost World, Jurassic Park.
So we've just been to Shrekland and been on their 4D adventure, which was perfectly safe for people that are piss scared of everything. What is it?
Real velociraptor.
Oh, let's go see the dinosaur.
Sue here, she was a young juvenile raptor, but still I did not dare to get any closer than about that. She would definitely tear me apart with those incredibly sharp teeth she's got there.
Pretty quick walk around Jurassic World. One of the rides was a 45-minute wait. It was a roller coaster ride, so Blake wanted to go on that, but he didn't want to wait that long. And then we was going to go on the Rapids ride, I think it's called, and that is apparently closed today. And then there's another ride closed. The Puss in Boots ride was closed today as well. So we're a little bit disappointed after that, just because obviously we paid to see those things. And there's only a limited amount of rides that we can actually go on together because I don't obviously like the higher ones. It's just a bit of a shame really. So we're just walking now through to the ancient Egypt section of the park. Blake, how you feeling?
Pissed off.
How you feeling?
Pissed off.
He's not very happy right now. So yeah, we're just going to keep going around anyway and try and make the best of it.
Revenge of the Mummy ride, and yeah, it's pretty good, pretty intense. Jay would have hated it.
Tell him what you did. I don't tell him what you did.
So you are pretty much going. You're part of like a mission to get the Book of the Dead or something like that, so that Imhotep can go back to the grave. Pretty much, they're trying to chase you with all this soldiers, and it's all crazy with like magic and spirits and fire, and yeah, you need to go on it. It's pretty fast, pretty good.
If you don't like it, then you'd have to go on it, that's okay. So we finally have something that's open. We're going to see a water world. like a show. I think it starts about 1 o'clock. We didn't really know much about it. It looks pretty full, even though it said get here 15 minutes in advance. So we'll see how this goes. Time here. Blake's got a cookie. He's a little cookie monster in his blue shirts, as you can see. So we're just walking through. I think it's New York. Is it New York? Are we in New York? I don't know. Yeah, we're coming back towards Hollywood, and then we're probably just going to wander around outside for a little bit and just enjoy like the last of our time here. So that's it. We had, I don't know how long it took us to get home, like an hour?
5 minutes, an hour?
It's no more than an hour, I don't think. All refreshed, all full bellied, had a shower, so we feel a lot better, but we're both really tired. We just sort of wanted to like wrap up the video a little bit and just say like our thoughts on what we thought about the whole park generally. I thought it was quite small for what it is. I think they could have added more things. It was a shame that some things were closed, and I didn't understand why some bits were there. For example, the Sesame Street stuff, like why was that a feature? But okay, fair enough. Yeah, I wouldn't say to come back to the park like off its own merits. If you're in Singapore, then it might be a nice day trip, but nothing more than that. And that's my thoughts.
It's not complete. Well, I felt like the one in Florida is more adult orientated, and there's massive roller coasters, so it should be. But in the same way, I don't think this one was for children. I mean, how long can you spend in the Sesame Street area or a little kitty shop or...
You mean Hello Kitty, not Little Kitty?
Hello Kitty or... I mean, yeah.
Like even there was a bit like in the New York section of where Marilyn would sing and dance, and I don't think kids would get that. Like they're gonna be like, who the hell is Marilyn Monroe? Like, and they're not gonna be interested in that.
No,
it was a weird mix, wasn't it?
I don't know why there was a whole section for Madagascar. What a waste of space. The Shrek bit is good. It's very similar to the Universal in Florida, and the 4D ride's really good. So you can't really fault that, and obviously a lot of work's gone into that area. The whole Water World area was just for one show. I mean, they could have utilised the area a bit more.
It was quite a massive area, really, wasn't it, for what it was?
It's just small. I mean, they've got areas, but what is there in that area really? There's more eateries than things to do.
It was strange because I suggested doing a video of the 5 best roller coasters to go on, and then the 5 best like slower rides for people that don't like it. But there probably wasn't like 5 to pick from. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't exactly do like a 5 best, 5 this. It will literally be like the best rides in the place. But then there's still not that many.
There's 3 rides in the Jurassic Park Lost World area. The best one was closed. The other one's a pterodactyl ride made for probably kids less
2
than
years
12
old.
years old. And then there was another one that was, if you can call it a roller coaster, it was pretty pathetic. And it was 45-minute wait for that, because it was literally the only good thing there, I guess, at the time. Same with Egypt and the ancient Egypt area. It's literally just Revenge of the Mummy, and that's it. It's just boring.
Again, another one for a kid where you like, it looked like you drive around an area. I don't know, it just looked like there was nothing to it. And then what else was there in Egypt? Nothing, just them two.
No. More places to eat, drink and buy stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just a bit crap.
Yeah.
Sci-fi, might as well just called it Battlestar Galactica Land, because it wasn't sci-fi, it was just 2 Battlestar Galactica rides and some weird ass waltzes, which was terrible.
They weren't. I think waltzes is a very English thing to call them. They were like
Teacups on crack.
seats that you sit in, and it spins you around at high speed. And then in fairs in England, you've got waltzers where they actually stand on the back and spin you around, don't they?
Probably breakneck on them.
Yeah, it's like so fast, and the more that you scream, the faster that they spin you. And yeah, it wasn't like that here. It was like, it said, oh, because it was all space themed, it was like 25% loaded, and you'd go like a certain speed, and there was like 50% and it would go a bit faster, and then it was like 75% and a bit more faster, but then it got to like coming down to 90% and it was just slowing down, and it's like, it's very anticlimactic, really.
So for me, top 5 rides at Universal Studios Singapore are: number 1, 4D Transformers. Number 2, Cyclone version of the Battlestar Galactica ride. Number 3, Return of the Mummy. Number 4 would be Jurassic Park if it was on, and number 5 would be Shrek 4D.
That's saying something.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't think I can have a top 5 because I didn't go on that many things at all. Definitely Transformers would be my number 1. Like, I think that's the best thing in the park. I think I would have really enjoyed Jurassic Park if that had been on as well. So that would have probably been my 2nd. And then 3rd, Shrek, probably. That's it.
Madagascar was...
I was actually really scared to go on Madagascar because I didn't know what to expect. But it was terrible.
It just wasn't put together well either.
It was just shocking, and like, you know how they've got animatronics in there?
Yeah,
They were just shocking. They were just terrible.
I mean, there's rides probably from the 90s in the American Universal Studios, and they're better than that.
Yeah.
So, overall, I'd say probably spend your money on something else. This cost us around $150.
Yeah, for what Blake paid, like, that's ridiculous for what's there. And not only is it ridiculous for what's there on a normal day, but the fact that a good amount of the park was closed, wasn't it? The rides.
Puss in Boots was closed, Jurassic Park was closed. For a little while, it didn't even look like the Battlestar Galactica ride was running, just weak. I mean...
And for the selection of stuff that's there, like, even though one's closed, it's not like you'll go, oh, let's go to this instead, because there's not that much selection anyway.
I've been to Disney World, Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios, and I didn't manage to go on everything because there was that many good rides. Here, probably could have gone on everything twice.
Definitely
and still
multiple
have time
times.
left over. Just, I don't know if it's a similar price to the American ones, but it's not worth what it was. Really.
And to be honest though, you could use that money and put that towards seeing all the sites that are in Singapore, or going to a really nice like part of the city or something, or treating yourself to some really nice food at a restaurant rather than doing that. It made for a really nice day and a nice experience, but from an outsider's perspective, if you were looking to go specifically for that park, it's not worth it.
That was Universal Studios Singapore.
Catch you on the flip side. Blah.
Catch you on the flip.